Welcome to Spam Filter for Your Brain, bite-sized ponderings on how our thoughts influence our behaviour and our lives, and because we're all connected, how our thoughts impact the world. I'm here to help people reconnect with their bodies and declutter their brains. And I don't believe that we should just magically know how our emotions and our thoughts impact our lives if no one ever teaches us. So let's learn this stuff together. This week, I just wanted to speak to the I don't have time people. It can be really easy to fall into the trap of feeling like we're not in charge of our own time when we have so much to hold. And I don't know anyone who isn't struggling with holding way more things than any one person should. We have all of the work commitments, the family commitments, our own personal health commitments. Anything tech that goes wrong, we need a full tech department that takes at least a day out of our lives. There are so many things that we need to navigate in order to just live these adult lives in these modern times that are things that are too much for any one person to hold. And so that I don't have enough time can be a default. I just want to check in with you and see how it feels when you tell yourself that you don't have enough time. Because I know for me that when I tell myself I don't have enough time, I feel fraught and anxious and agitated, and I end up spiraling into a place where the likelihood is it takes me so much energy to manage my emotions that I have less time. The end result of me telling myself that I don't have time always used to be that I ended up with more things on my to-do list because I'd had a little meltdown in the middle of the day trying to work out how I was going to do all the stuff. I would like to let you know that I have a workshop called How to Make Time for Yourself. And this week, I would really like to tell you about something that I sell. There's an awful lot of these podcasts are me trying to give you free tidbits of information. And this is no different in a way. But I would like to offer this one to you to let you know that this is there and available to you to try and help you solve some things that you might be really struggling with. I think it's one of the most important things I teach. And the reason that I think this is because if you are worrying that you don't have enough time in the day, it impacts everything else. And there is a really easy to implement strategy that I teach in a 20-minute workshop to be able to teach you how you can strategize ahead of time and avoid not only that feeling of overwhelm, like you're far too stretched, but also all the panic that comes up with trying to navigate all of the things that you have to hold and that I don't know where to start thought. There are so many ways that we can trip ourselves up by feeling suffocated with this idea of there being so much to do that we don't know where to start. The methodology that I teach is a way that I manage to run my life with some quite boring long-term health conditions that impact my everyday and impact how much I can do, and run my photography business, run my coaching business, and run the not-for-profit that I run. And I rarely feel like I don't have enough time. I relax quite a lot. Sometimes I read some books and I have time for my friends and to cook and to try and do the things that give me joy and peace and ease in my life. I couldn't do all of that stuff 10 years ago when I was juggling less and I had a body that worked a lot better than it does now. The reason that I'm able to do that is because I implement this strategy, and that it involves firstly prioritizing pleasure, which is something that I think we all need more of. But it also allows for the possibility of wayward bodies and caring responsibilities and things to change and things to move around. And it means that we are not lost in the, oh my God, where am I going to startness of it all? If you are feeling like you just don't know how you're going to fit it all in, I implore you to look at this course. I'm going to put a link to it in the show notes. This week is just trying to tell you about how I can support you, but also just trying to plant that seed that maybe another way is possible. Maybe you don't have to feel overstretched the whole time. Maybe something else could be possible for you. I've definitely found that it's possible for me, and I'd love to try and support you. It's one of the cheapest things that I sell. It's £27. And if £27 is not available to you, please message me and I will try and make sure that you have access to it. So I hope that that is useful for you this week, and I will speak to you again next week when I hope you will be absolutely elated with all of the extra hours, those secret pockets of time that you found in your everyday. I look forward to speaking to you next week. If you've been enjoying what you're hearing on the podcast, you will love Self-Care School. Self-Care School is longer versions of this, more in-depth and more personalised. We have a whole hub of courses from body image to boundaries, perfectionism, time management, and a whole range of other topics. You name it, there's probably a course on it. But most importantly, we also have a weekly group coaching call where you get to apply this stuff to your everyday life and get support to try and untangle your own story from some of the emotions that you might not be enjoying in your life. If you would like to learn how to apply this work to your specific situation and to be building a life of your dreams, I would love to see you inside. Do pop over to selfcareschool.co.uk.